Broculus, thank you, sir. What song would you like? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're going to play a few Graves games and then do one Azir game a day now. We'll do the Azir game at the very end. We got to adjust a little bit. Riot was aware of my Graves games. So, we need to give the chat a bit less attention. Pantera live in a hole? You got it, buddy. Yeah, Pantera's fine, too. No, I don't focus on anything. I love the vocals in songs, I think, for me, drive it the most. But, I mean, you can have the bass, the guitar, everything. I used to be a bass player. I love bass lines. I love hearing bass in songs. But doesn't mean I'm going to love it more than anything else. Last song was Blood and Tar by Five Finger. These are all song requests. And again, Five Finger Death Punch is good. I don't know, man. It's like, oh, I hate The Last of Us too. It's like, well, I still think it's good. It's like, oh, I hate Five Finger. I'm like, okay, I still think it's good. Hello, it's Soti Femboy from Greece. Nice meet you. Soti Femboy. Hello. As long as you're happy with what you enjoy, that ain't no crime. It ain't no crime to like Five Finger. It ain't no crime to like The Last of Us. What was this vocalist's name again? I like part 2 a lot. Yeah, it was great.
American Terrorist. It's a long song, so you can skip it at the halfway mark.
Okay. No, you're good. I'll play the whole thing, bro. You're good. Thank you for the bits, man. Phil Anansimo or something, right? Yeah. He did a few questionable things on stage. And Simo, yeah. Yeah. Pantera's fine, though, honestly. I just don't listen to them a lot. Well, Gigi Allen is worse. Gigi Allen is infinitely worse than any person you've probably heard of.
The eagle has landed next, please.
Dollar, thank you, sir. You got it, man. I've heard Avatar. I've heard this band. Yeah, I've heard this band. I think they have one of their songs in my playlist. And it might even... I think it was this song. I'm not sure. You have to be in the mood for Pantera. But, I mean, some people grow up on music and that's all they want to listen to. A lot of the stuff I grew up on kind of evolved. But, I mean, I used to listen to rap. Bro, when I was going to softball practice, I had a ripped CD. My stepbrother gave me a ripped CD of... not Windrose, sorry. It was Windeer. Like Norwegian black metal. It had Blink-182. It had a bit of rap on it. It had, like, everything in it. And from that, it just kind of, like, spawned into what we listen to now. I watch Twilight every weekend alone in my bed. Do you really? I've never seen that movie. Sepultura is good, too. They're Brazilian, that's like an older Brazilian band, right? Like, Roots! Bloody Roots! No, they're good.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
You know, music is like gaming. It's like anything. There's just so much of it, man. You're going to have people who love certain things and hate certain things. But at the end of the day, it's just people trying to create what they love. People creating things that they enjoy. Not saying if you make a Cannibal Corpse song and it's about murdering people that you enjoy murdering people, but like you like the horror aspect, you like the content of the music, you know. And then when you pull it back to movies, it's like, well, I like dramas, I like horror, I like action, I like, you know, this, and this. It's all entertainment. We're all into something different. It's cool to see people create things that they enjoy and then, you know, share them with the world and say, hey, if you enjoy this, you know, this is what we do. That's cool. Okay, we gotta focus on the game for a little bit. Pantera to me is a little bit edge, teen angst, you know, very like, gonna punch you, bro. Little five-fingery, no? It's a little bit like that. They're not bad, though. Again, the only Pantera song I've really heard was Walk. Okay, here's your song, sir. Brilliant. Level 1 gank! Horaloo! Level 1! I know this song. I don't. Is he just talking? What the hell are we listening to?
An ally has been slain.
What are we listening to? What is this?
This'll do for now.
Malika theme continues. DJ Boculus _ Credence Clearwater Revival, Born on the Bayou.
Bayou! Hey, you got it, sir. Give me a little bit and I'll put it on, okay? Thank you, man. What? He was selling crack in 2012. Horaloo, crack dealer. You know what? We're still gonna play it, but is he spitting though? For real? I think his third eye opened and he's just spitting. What? Sounds like he's listing a shopping list. I'm listening.
An ally has been slain.
It's not even like I don't even think this is unpleasant to listen to, but I understand what he's doing. The one thing I do actually kind of enjoy about rap is the storytelling. This guy's clearly spitting what he's thinking about the world, right? Not that everything I would agree with, but like, I mean, for what it is, I don't know.
An ally has been slain.
He's just saying stuff that he believes in, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's like, this is not like Playboy Cardi bad. It's not something I'd re-listen to by any means, but this is better than Tupac. This guy would probably have a lot to say on X, on Twitter. Everyone's inting my game. What? Yeah, I thought it was Jace Jungle too, but he's just griefing. Song requests. It's a 10-minute song. He's just spitting. I don't think he's spitting facts, but he's spitting what he believes are facts. Whatever we believe in, I guess, right? It's a 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's almost done.
Bro mentioned Jesus, Santa CEOs, and Snoop Dogg. Lamau, I
Yeah,
can't
he said dinosaurs. A dinosaur. Dinosaur? I don't know what's going on in the song. What? True. I mean, that he's kind of spitting here and there. You hear that? Kind of spitting. Cook a quarter with some holy water. Yeah. What? I mean, it's not. This is not. I mean, it's kind of schizo, but not schizo, I guess. Perform this live. This being performed live would be insane. This is 10 minutes of constant words. It's not on repeat now. The song's almost over. It's a song. It's a song request, man. I'll listen to it entirely.
Like the schizo emote personified.
This is certainly a guy who probably likes posting on Twitter quite a bit. But I don't know. This isn't actually the worst thing I've heard. Ow! That wasn't even that terrible, genuinely. I mean, if you pay attention to the lyrics, I mean, it's just him thinking about things and trying to make sense of it all. I don't know. I don't think that was, like, absolutely brainless. I don't think it was brainless. I have heard this song, though. I've heard this song. That last one I obviously haven't, but I don't think it was that brainless. That song was called RXKN Nephew. I think it was like something terrorist. Or Mundo shit. It's interesting to see, you know, the shit people want to create, you know. To them, it's, like, incredible. Other people, it may not resonate, but, like, it's still cool to see shit like that. Graves is fun as shit to play, man. It's awesome. He's so garbage, but, like, that's kind of the excitement. Cyberpunk's not for a while. Probably, like, 5-6 games. Actually, sorry. 4 games. 4 games. So, it'll be probably by, like, next week. Maybe. Most likely next week. Next weekend.
He makes it knowingly that it's gibberish but with a serious-based tone to his rap persona.
I don't think it's entirely gibberish. Everything I've listened to is him just questioning everything in life and trying to make sense of it all. I don't think it was complete gibberish, to be honest. You know, compared to other songs where you can't even understand a word the person's saying. Like, you know, I don't want to keep going back to Playboy Cardi, but, like, you know, you'll listen to, like, a song and it's just, you know... Like, I can't... I mean, I'm sure there are lyrics there, but, like... If you read the lyrics and tried to understand it, it would obviously make more sense. But for the sake of that song that we just heard, I mean, that was... I understood everything he was saying. Do I believe in all of it? I mean...
Your gameplay of Outwilds last night would put your grandfather who worked at NASA to shame. You should be an actual space pilot.
Well, that's a bit tough. We got a lot of that game today, so no worries. Finland. I don't think I'd ever go to Finland. If I had to go to Europe somewhere, I mean, the UK for sure, 100%, and then maybe... Maybe, where would I go? Okay, the UK is its own thing. Brexit, yeah. Well, it's still over in Europe, whatever. If I was in Europe, we'd go to the UK for Warhammer World, and I'd go to, maybe... I mean, Iceland would be cool. Iceland is fucking badass, man. That's a metal place. Iceland is dope.
What's crazy is that Playboy Carti was never like that. He straight up changed everything compared to his old songs.
I mean, I guess, I don't know why or how or when, but, you know, some people, again, some people want to evolve their sound. I mean, maybe he devolved his sound in some way, but people seem to like it.
Take a vacation to climb League on a different region ladder. I'm all for showing off your League skills, but I will never understand spending near thousands of dollars just to climb League somewhere.
Well, it's content. You know, for the sake of people going to Korea, it's content. Or it's maybe, you know, you as an individual want to test your skill on the supposed hard ladder, right? You can do it for a variety of reasons. You don't understand it because it doesn't matter to you, but for people who want to have, like, you know, that feeling of fulfillment being a high rank on Korea, I mean, maybe that makes more sense to them, right?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Sorry, now we need to put on Credence. Sorry, let me just regen. Credence, leave the base. I guess we just go Collector. Revival, Born in the Bayou. Here we go. There you are, sir. I don't think I'd ever want to go to Korea to play League personally. But, you know, again, that's not really... Nice. Damn. This build hurts. Ow!
You know, I recently watched sloppy walruses climb in Korea, and by the end of it, it was pure negativity, and talked about how much the Korean ladder was awful mental. Everyone FFs at 15.
Well, the thing is, when you go overseas to play League, you go overseas to win. You don't go overseas to have fun. You're winning. The whole reason for being there is to climb. If you aren't climbing, you aren't having fun. Right? So, like, you spend all this money, you go try to experience something, but you ask too much of it. That's why inherently going to different countries and playing ranked is a bit of a gamble, because unless you're winning every game, you're not really going to have fun. If that was the intention of going there, to climb the ladder, right? If your goal is to climb, and you're not winning all your games, you're not going to enjoy yourself. Yeah, but you're not the streamer, though. You can't. You could say that for you, but like you're not the people who stream the game in Korea. It's a different experience. Like you could say, "Oh, I'd rather go to a country to enjoy the game." Well, that's not what they're doing, though. That's not them, right? For people who go to Korea, they're not. If you go to Korea to play ranked, you're not going there to enjoy the country. You're going there to play ranked, right? All people do is sit in hotel rooms and play League all day. Like, yeah, for you, if you want to go to a country, you don't stream League, so you don't care about playing a game in a different country, but it's just, you know, it's for the personal and stream achievements. Dude, I feel like I should one-shot them. They're kind of squishy. But there's no point in climbing if you just climb for the sake of climbing. You want challenges. You want, like, a sense of satisfaction. People go to Korea because everyone says it's the hardest region. No one cares about climbing for free. If you care about climbing for free, you'd be in Turkey. Like, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the competition. League is a competitive game. You know, people want that sense of, like, I'm the best. I climbed in Korea. You know, it's never about climbing for the sake of climbing. It's about the challenge of climbing. So they're not going to go to Japan, or they're not going to go to, you know, Turkey and whatnot. Like, that's why everyone goes to Korea. It's just Korea over the years has been labeled this GOAT region. Everyone's the best. And I mean, you know, whether you believe it or not, It is what it is. It's just the idea that, like, all the best players come from Korea, so clearly Korea is the best region. And I guess you could say if Korea wins Worlds more often than not, technically they are the best region, but that doesn't mean every player is going to be at that caliber. I feel like a lot of what Korea is, a lot of what all these other regions are, is probably the same thing until high elo. It's mostly the same thing. This sounds like I'm off in Nom. Where's Balthazar Gelt? Oh man, he was dead if I missed. Or if I didn't miss.
Skill is one thing, but the Korean mentality is horrible. I watched the Team FF because of losing one wave of minions and he says he's too behind.
Yeah, that's the culture. That's the culture, though. That's the culture of gaming there when it's taken so much more seriously. People would rather cut their losses, but, like, you can't say that about the Korean people. Not every Korean person's gonna be like that. I think for the sake of different regions, games are experienced differently because the culture, again, surrounding it is so different. Not everyone's gonna be like that, but... I would never go to Korea to play games. If people are that competitive and they want to prove themselves and they want to show their viewers they're the best, that's cool. That's up to them. But for me, it's not really... That's not something I care for. I just want to play to enjoy the game. I might have when I was younger, sure. Not anymore. Many years ago, sure. I would agree that I probably would have, but no chance now. You know, people still have that fire, though. People still pursue, you know, being number one and being this and being that for whatever reason. And that's fine. You know, that's great. People still want to be that competitive and whatnot, but, like, not everyone's going to be that way.
Maria of the Sea by Chongate Rum Riots, Farfight OST.
There's just no chance. Bazant, thank you, sir. You got it, sir. Let me put this on right now. All right, it's queued up. Thank you. Is Creedence Clearwater... That's not the same guys who are... They sound like fucking Guns N' Roses, do they not? Or maybe not Guns N' Roses, sorry. What's that song that's usually tied to, like, Nom? What's that one song? They don't sound... It's not Guns N' Roses. It's not Guns N' Roses. That's not what it is. What's... I keep thinking that... What... There's... You know when you see fucking... It's a movie. There's helicopters coming in. That is them. That's these guys? Fortunate Son. Who did Fortunate Son? It's their song. That's the Creedence's song? I was going to be like, you know what? That sounds exactly like that. Oh, it is? Okay. So it is that. Okay, that's all I know them from. That's all I know them from. I'm like, wait, I've heard this before. I kept thinking it was like Guns N' Roses or something, but they don't sound the same. Paint It Black. Isn't that a fucking... That was on Guitar Hero.
And Axel Rose is a complete butterfly, so please don't insult Fogarty like that.
I don't know. You know more about that shit than I do, man. I'm not really into rock and roll. I used to be really, really into music, but it was never rock and roll. It was always metal. Or folk. Shit like that. That was kind of my jam. Yeah, in high school, I had a lot of guys who... there was a dude I used to play a little bit of guitar with, I guess. He was really into rock and roll, always. That was his shit. Rock and roll to me is kind of like a... I feel you don't get much of that. It's like an older thing, you know? You could still have people enjoying it, but it's not a genre that I feel like you get enough of, you know? It's like a bit of a dad rock thing. Yeah, for sure. It's not bad, though, by any means.
Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree.
This Ailstorm single is great, I gotta say. This chorus is one of their best. It's so old Ailstorm. It's like No Grave But the Sea is what it reminds me of. Which No Grave But the Sea was very Ailstorm. Very old school Ailstorm. Rip. Cataclysm? No, I've never heard of them. Okay, here is your song, sir. Woohoo! Go grab your sisters. Kiss them. A hoe down with hillbilly graggers. Although that's not exactly what this sounds like at all. That is not what this is at all.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
It does kind of sound like Patty Hats. A bit of Fiddler's Greenish, you know, it's shanty-esque. Yeah, it's like pub tunes. It's like pirate hobbit pub tunes, is what I would call this. It's a bit of an Irish jig.
Should I get a breakfast burrito or fast until lunch for chicken mac salad?
Chicken mac salad, what the hell is that? I'd wait for lunch, bro. If you eat early, you're going to be hungry later. If you eat in the middle of the day, I mean, might be a bit better now. No, this isn't bad. This is fine. It's good. There is no hope of winning this. I sometimes have breakfast, but not often. You should, though. You know, fruits and veggies, whatever it may be, I guess. Whatever you enjoy for breakfast. Jesus, look at this guy. I thought the event would be 2 days, buddy. So not even close now. Yeah, that just shows you guys are awesome at supporting me, you know? And you really like what we do here, so that's great. This event was supposed to be like a 2-day thing in my mind, but it's now almost a 6-month thing. I had a good game. I mean, there's nothing really more you can do in that case. You are playing Graves, you're not like GP 1v9. Breakfast is not needed. It's a good pick-me-up, though. Breakfast is good for just waking the fuck up. Alright, next game. Well, winning is... when your whole life revolves around how you value yourself over your rank, you're gonna value winning more. I just enjoy the game. I have fun with what I do. I accept that if you're gonna lose, tough shit, bro. That's life. Stop trying to fight things you can't control. That's when you get mad.